Hey guys, and welcome back. So this 6-month beard roller update is well overdue. And for anyone new here, this is part 3 of a 3-part series where I explored the science behind using a beard roller for increasing facial hair density, and then embarked on a 6-month experiment to see if it would actually work for me personally. And even though I started this project before I took a big long break from YouTube and was meant to check in at the 6-month mark, which would have been back in March if I did this properly, I thought it would be better to be late than never and update you on how the rest of the beard roller experiment went, share my results with you, and give you my legitimate 2 cents on whether or not I'd actually recommend that you try one of these. Plus, I hate being the guy that starts something but never finishes it, so the fact that I'm making this update a little bit late makes me not that guy, and I'm just the guy that does things a bit late sometimes. So if you're keen to find out the details, make sure you keep watching this video, and don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up for the OutTube algorithm. Side note, I got a few comments on my last 3-month update saying that I talk way too much and that I should just get to the point, which, let's be real, I do have a tendency to talk a little bit too much, but I do also enjoy being thorough with the things that I'm talking about, so I'm not sorry about it, but I did want to acknowledge that I took that into account and I read the comments. And for those of you who do get sick of me talking, I have included timestamps in the description of this video, so you can skip ahead to my results if you get bored of me talking. Okay? So when I started this experiment in September 2021, my initial goal with this whole operation was just to simply look at the science behind why these things are even said to help promote beard growth, and then should I find enough sufficient evidence that it could actually work, I thought I'd give it a go. And if you watch episode 1 of this 3-part series, you will see there was a ton of factors indicating that this would be an awesome thing to try. There is significant evidence of derma rollers activating the hair growth cycle in men experiencing pattern baldness in the study that I found. It's also fact that derma rolling is primarily used for stimulating the skin's natural healing process, keeping your skin looking more youthful and healthy, thus creating a great environment for new hair to grow. The other notables were things like genetic limits and good lifestyle balances. All the things that I covered in episode 1 pointed to the fact that I could really give this a go and expect some kind of result, and off I went. By the 3-month mark, I was personally a little bit over the whole idea of needing to rub, a little barrel with micro needles into my face for 20 minutes 3 times a week. I think initially I underestimated how much extra time it would actually take me to execute per week, and because I don't like spending a great deal of time in front of the mirror anyway, the experience wasn't fun for me, especially when I compare it to other routines that I do that are fun, By the 3-month period, I did see a result. So in episode 2 of this series, I mentioned that I noticed a heap of new vellus hairs starting to grow higher up on my cheekbone, which facial hair growing higher up my face was absolutely not what I signed up for, but there was certainly a noticeable difference, and it was clear that something was happening from me using one of these things. Then, just after my 3-month update, I took a nice big break from creating content here on YouTube, which is why this video is so late. But even though I wasn't making content during that time, I did still continue using my beard roller for the remainder of the experiment. So just to be precise, that's till the end of March. And come the time of assessing my results after the 6-month period, if I'm honest with you, not much had changed since my 3-month update. If anything, there might be a few more vellus hairs that have joined the party up here, and the ones that appeared prior to now definitely have gone terminal. They've gained that thick, coarse, beardy hair feeling. But in relation to achieving my goal of filling out my patchy facial hair parts, like in this area specifically, I don't feel like this experiment was a success for me at all. Am I glad that I gave the beard roller a shot? 100%, because I had enough substantial evidence to suggest that it could work in my favor. And just like anything in life, if you want something to change, you've got to put the feelers out there and you've got to have a go. Otherwise, you won't progress at all with anything. And at least now I know that this isn't something that is going to work for me. Could I have given it a little bit more time? Like push the experiment out to a year or so? Yeah, sure, I could have done that. But I feel like the 6 months was, a decent test period. And the fact that I wasn't overly enthusiastic about the whole process initially, I'm actually not even bothered enough to keep testing it. I'm happy to leave it where it is, and I've ended up choosing to go with this facial hair structure anyway, which I'm actually really loving right now, particularly with my short hair. Would I recommend that you give this a shot? Absolutely, 1000%. Every single person who tries this is most likely going to get a different result. There's tons of guys out there who swear by these things. I'm obviously not one of them, and that's solely based on my personal experience. But like we discussed in episode 1, as long as there's evidence that your genetic limits can support decent facial hair growth, the other factors factors that go into this can all be manipulated with a bit of lifestyle tweaking on your end. And you really don't have anything to lose except the $20 you pay to actually get this thing in your hands. Anyway, that brings my beard roller series to a close. As you can see, I've decided to go for a completely different look anyway. I have chosen to go with some light stubble around my jaw to give my face a bit more shape, and I'm rocking this mo, which I personally love. Even if my dad said that I do look like a 70s porn star, I still rate it. As mentioned earlier, it's better late than never, and I hope you've got some value of me sharing my experience with using a beard roller. If you do try one of these out, I'd be super keen to hear how you went with it, and I'd love you to leave a comment. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm if you liked this video. And on a final note, I'm not back here full time. As mentioned in my previous video where I shared my brand new hair, I'm going to be making updates here sporadically when I can, or when I feel like I have something important to share with you guys, so feel free to subscribe if you're into that, and if not, I totally get it. I do really appreciate all of you coming back to visit me, and I'll see you next time in my next video, whenever that might be. Alright, goodbye!